Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 versus 1 on Tranquility's End. Let us on the side as the Space Wolves, we've got Cryptos Finn. On the top side as the Vostroyan Firstborn, we've got Irukukwu. Irukukwu will be opening up a Tech Priest Engine Seeker, triple Vostroyan Hunters, and a Vostroyan Barracks. Whereas Cryptos Finn is going to go for an Iron Priest and a Wolf Den. I'm gobsmacked, boys and girls. The other day we said we could manifest games, and turns out this power is immutable. We've got the power just to make things a reality just by wishing for it. So quick, while we've got this power before the magic runs away, just wish for anything in the world. I mean, wish for £1 million, wish for peace in the Middle East, wish for a woman to talk to you. I don't know what your heart desires, but write it down in the comments and we'll apparently just wish the world better, I guess. But yes, we are seeing the Space Wolves coming down here, and they're going to be doing their nefarious stuff. And we're seeing the Vostroyan Firstborn also going to do this. I've got no idea about the quality of this game or whatever. I've not done any kind of watching and seeing what happens later on in the game. So it doesn't matter what happens. We're sitting through this, gosh darn it. We're going to sit here and we're just going to enjoy it. Because we don't get to see the Space Wolves often at all. We are seeing Cryptos Finn stealing loads of gears from the Wolf Den. Quite low on health, which means it'll be quite vulnerable to any harassment. But the Vostroyans, I don't imagine we're going to see much in the way of them charging into the base. We have seen a medic, of all things. And you are, if I'm not mistaken, a lady medic. How cool is that? Golden breastplates and a sword and stuff. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat, if you ask me. Yeah, a couple of Grey Slayers. We've all seen a couple of Halls of Knowledge. If you're unfamiliar with how the Space Wolves work, essentially they get their money from the Halls of Knowledge, as well as their Chaos Gates, and a little bit of money from these strategic points, and a little bit extra money if they build some minefields and stuff on them as well. So generally, get 3 Halls of Knowledge per Chaos Gate, and that's how they do things. And already, their economy is a smidgen better than what it used to be way back when, but 2 squads of Firstborns, and they've both got medics, so these guys are in for a fight, and with their health regen, they should be in for a good amount. You have that Wolf Lord on the right-hand side, will be coming over, and the Grey Slayer as well coming in for support. Wolf Slayer, obviously, or should say Wolf Lord, in quite a decent melee combatant. These guys won't be able to really contend with him all that well. Vostroyan Hunters taking down the strategic points, and for the Grey Knights in the early game, every bit of strategic points that they can get is a major good for them. We'll be falling back, got to be careful of this negative cover. But there's a lot more firepower coming towards them then in return. Now going to turn back and see what they can do. The oorahs of the Firstborn sounding off in the air as the Space Wolves attempt to catch up with them. Again, don't want to cross that Rubicon. Not much. Wolf Lord does have an ability where he's able to generally inspire the men, make them do more damage. I think, or am I getting confused with the Blood Angels chap? Captain Tycho. Oh wait, Flamers! That'll do. Oh dear. Flamer being on the one gun, very low health. Unfortunate, but I suppose that is one way to deal with superior firepower. You just basically break the morale. It's always a good idea if you're ever outnumbered and outgunned. But triple Grey Slayers on the go. Yeah, already that economy is a booming. The squad cap has been filled, and all these guys burnt to a crispy crisp. Well, that's the Hunters. So the Firstborn infantry are still riding high and pretty. Listing post being built up over down here, and TF2 about to begin for the Northern Vostroyans. 3rd Hall of Knowledge being finished. They are stealing the gears from these guys. Also, one thing that, if you're not familiar with the Grey Knights, because I know we don't see them very often, essentially the way that they take up and get their big stuff on the go is by stealing iron from places and then using that scrap metal to take up. Quite often you'll see the Iron Priest been deep stricken in and then stealing bits and bobs from these guys. Also quite good if you want to assault enemy listing posts, as they do take a good chunk of damage away from them. Kind of like the Ecclesiastical Servitors for the Sisters of Battle. But then again, it's always safer just to do it inside your base. Again, you run the risk of some enemy harassment coming in and stealing bits and bobs and breaking down your buildings much easier. Like this Wolf Den's quite vulnerable. But that's okay. You'll be fine. As long as you're defensive. And both of these players are deciding, no, not going to fight. I don't fancy fighting whatsoever. The Vostroyans, I suppose they're not really in that much of a mood to fight. They've got all the listing posts. They can potentially upgrade them quite nicely. And when they're upgraded, they do come out with plasma guns. Or are the plasma cannons? Some folk, yeah, those are definitely plasma cannons. So, mighty fine against the heavy infantry of the Space Wolves. But you can't leave Space Wolves alone for too long, because they'll just say, right, okay, well, you can stay back at home, and we'll just build infinite economy. And I don't know if there's a limit to these Chaos Gates. I think it's a limit of 3? 5? I know that most factions have a limit to the HQs. That's okay. We shall fast forward. Not a big fan of fast forwarding, but I don't want to waffle your ears off for too long. I was thinking Mars Fabricate. And much like what we saw with the Vostroyan Firstborn game the other day with Chairman Meow, we are seeing the Vostroyans keep their infantry numbers low, as they do prefer to have more vehicles than they do infantry, as they get their machine spirit balance, or whatever that ability is called. There's plenty of upgrades from the Hall's knowledge as well. Oh yeah, these also double up as their research building as well. So you can research multiple things. Increasing their scrap recovery. Favors of Rus, ever increasing their economy. Long Fangs, Wolf Dens, all the good stuff. And yet, more Chaos Gates. So for Stoyans, balls in your court. You need to do something. I imagine that the best thing for the Vostroyans in this state of the game is getting, not the Infernuses, although not a bad idea if you want to smash up infantry, or maybe lay siege to, I suppose there's no real listing person for you to smash up, but to get your flying units, I completely forget what they're called, but they've got really good aircraft of the Vostroyan Firstborn. You can fly in, and then any low health buildings, just come in and quickly snipe them down. And I suppose that's Space Wolves. Now, because they've got more money than God, they can start repairing things. And, yep, oh, yeah, and they get research that makes them infiltrate as well. So ignore me. Sending in those aircraft will now actually do next to bugger all. So there we go. That's the thing. Come on, do something. We've got the Imperial Sturm. I can't even, hold on. Can't read that because it was too, it was white and white. Oh, can't read that because it's in Russian. Never mind me then. Here comes the Tunguska. Shimmy and shit down over here. There we go, some action. Look at the range on that. It's got missiles, it's got shooty bits. Everything you could possibly want or need. Makes me think of the, is it the Hydra from the Steel Legion? Quite a remarkably long-ranged unit. And there we go. Start putting pressure on the outskirts. I mean, the Space Wolves, you've got the stuff. You've got the Stormclaw Terminators. Well, you've got 2 Stormclaw Terminators. You've got the Long Fangs, the range stuff. Got the Rune Priest, which does stuff. In fact, while we're here, we don't get to see him very often. Let's have a look at their models. It's got Wolfie Boy. I do apologise that I've put the graphics down. I had to lower them for another game, and I completely forget to upgrade them back to their usual numbers. Because I'm just a piece of shit like that. Love the shoulders on these boys. Much like a good suit jacket, you can judge it by how good the shoulders are. Some little pommels on there as well. Very Romanesque. Do like that. Look at the arms on these guys. Jason Momoa. Made manifest. Yeah, these guys would look so much better if I had the high graphics. And I do apologise to the modelers for my lack of foresight here. Just not a smart man, you know. Not a smart man indeed. I can stick down. Just... Yep. Playing Sim City. Come on, Vostroyans, do something. Be useful. You've got your Pegasus AFV. I read that as Pegasus as fuck for a second then. Never mind me. We're just taking up into late games. And then... oh, there we go, action! Slow it down. There we go, they're moving on forward. The Wolfen. Don't know how good they are at slapping through Tunguskas. They've got attack intensity on the flanks. They've also got the Grey Slayers armed with 1 of each. They've got a melter gun, a flamer, and a plasma gun. Hearing some radioactive nonsense in the background. The Wolfen, they're all dead. Yeah, I don't know what the plan was there, but they are just spreading themselves out on all angles. Double Terminators teleporting straight in front of this Pegasus as fuck. And they're zapping with electricity from that Rune Priest. I assume that does some sort of benefit to them. Maybe increase their damage, maybe reduces incoming damage. This poor Lieutenant Colonel, or whatever his name is, Lord General even, absolutely blasted by all those guns. And, oh, right, double teleport. Very swift and nimble as those Terminators. Grey Slayers armed with less weapons than their compatriots. Also got a Wolf Priest in there. It's starting to snow for some reason. I assume that's something to do with Space Wolfish. And a huge explosion right in the middle of these guys. From someone, I assume. Oh, that's just a... Looks like a drone for a second there, but quite a big drone. A Boeing 7889, or whatever you call those planes. Tunguskers go down. And the Terminator's relatively healthy, all things considered. The Space Wolves, yep, you've got infinite money, you can have a grand old time. Here comes the Winged Hussars. From the... Oh, where do they... They come from Poland, don't they? I know my Sabaton songs. I've played Civilization games before. With old Jadwiga. I was in Civilization 6, I do believe. Yep, Terminators, they've done their bit. Dying in glory, but... Doesn't matter if they die, they can be replaced by infinite amounts of anything else. This guy's just... decided to stand exclusively in the negative cover. Charging in horses. Remarkably good in close combat. Very good stuff. But what are they going to do to further their combat prowess? They are going to go into tier 4. How much money have you got saved? Oh, you've got plenty of money saved up as well. Right, I can assume it's just going to be Titan on Titan action then. Oh, very exciting stuff. Oh. Chemicals been sprayed everywhere. Very unpleasant for those involved. Winged Hussars stabbing away. Long fangs. Not ideal for close combat. They won't be winning anytime soon, even with that Wolf Lord in there. This guy's being kept in line by the... What's your face called? Lord Marshal Graf Harazan. You do stuff. Looks like you've got that priest ability that keeps everyone alive. I like this. Very good stuff. No strategy involved, just send men into the meat grinder. Sometimes those are the best games, aren't they? I feel. I had a game like that the other day. Or have I already recorded that and I've not uploaded it yet? Something like that. It's a problem when you record like 5 games in one day. They all kind of meld together in one. Right, well, how many chaos gates have you got? You're going on for number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. And you're going for a Death Sworn Pact. More Terminators. In for a Storm Claw Bike Squad as well. And, oh my goodness, Lehman Russ. He's going to be here, the boy himself. Fabulous. Here comes the Hind gunship, and he'll fly over and see. Right, well, all we can see is Terminators. And a half-built Chaos Gate. Let's have a look at the Death Sworn Pact. What do you guys do? In fact, while we're here, this is a bit of just a learning journey for us all, isn't it? We don't get to see these guys often. What do you guys do? Oh my goodness. You do... Hold on, I'll pause this. Well, alright then. As far as I can tell, they just do lots of damage in close combat. Fair enough. You do you, boo. You do you. They've also got access to grenades, like some special grenades. We'll see what they do later on. The Terminator Wolf Priest. I bet you're a cool model. Oh, look at him. He's a beefy boy. Reminds me of me back when I had a beard. Still have a beard, but not substantial as it used to be. Oh, that's what happens when you grow up and gonna get a job, like a proper job, and all that stuff. Oh, I had a proper job. Just fancy the change. I'm just looking for excuses. That's what I'm doing. Trying to keep my man card. Here is this Lehman Russ. Oh, right. Haha! Give us a bit of the old confusion there. Look at him. Oh my goodness, it's like Geralt of Rivia, but sexier. Oh, of the spiky bits on his shoulder pauldrons as well. Now, from what I remember, you just come in and basically slap people around. You've got nothing special about you, other than your ability to smash people. Oh, and you could summon a Lehman Russ, I think. Can you? Or did you come up from one of these things? Either way, who cares? We'll fast forward again. Go on, fight. Punch him in the face. Do some stuff. There we go. Moving on forward. On the bikers who have been killed more or less instantly. Good attempt. Not good enough. Lehman Russ's Leaving Russ, no need for plural. Taken care of quite aptly by that hind gunship. The Wolf Priest just arcing his back. That's not good for you. Billiards that. That's going to give you some back pain. Him and Russ, he's just, what are you looking at? I suppose that's a very nice stern formation there. Even these guys looking at it. Yep, gotta appreciate the environment. The Imperial dudes with their AK-47s, no match against the mighty tactical Terminator armour of the Stormclaws. They are being blasted by radiation and goop. You have the shock trooper Anton Volvok with his little friendly hound and his gun that makes me think of Destroy All Humans. Here comes Liminus, charging around the side, slapping a horse down. No amount of horses can hold him back. There's no small amount of horseplay from his perspective, if you pardon the terrible puns. Getting involved at hind gunship on half health, still doing a mighty fine bit of damage. Critical locations being capped and recapped because that's exactly what you need in an epic engagement like this. Lightning being brought down by someone I assume it's the Rune Priest. And we also have a dire wolf. There we go, Titan making its way down. More spy planes been sent forth. And it's glorious. Space Wolf supremacy marching on in. Him and Russ is just going backwards and forwards, been slowed down quite significantly by Anton Volvok, or Volkov even. Look at this dire wolf go. Basically a Warhound Titan, but with a big cannon on its back. And is he going to fight? No, he's just going to show him his backside, saying, "Catch me if you can, you wetters. I've got bigger legs than you." As these Castlon robots practically prance after him. Going to turn around, open fire. Huge guns are blazing. Is it going to fire? Go on. Have a firing effect. Get involved. Leaving Russ in the distance. Taking a load of shots from. Are you doing anything? Maybe you're just standing over the corpse, just admiring your handiwork. Maybe some of the animations for the Space Wolves need a little bit of fine tuning. Oh, but we've got the Doomhammer. There's one thing a Doomhammer's good at: destroying big things. That's what it's designed to do, I think, from the lore. An explosion. The Castlon robots. The Terminators are still relatively okay. A bit shaken. This last robot goes down. Plenty more grace. There's about a whole smorgasbord of these guys just coming over the mountain as they come. Dire Wolf in dire straits. Not much anti-vehicle stuff incoming to take care of the numerous Tesla cruisers. Dire Wolf not really showing his best footing there. Now these guys can turn their attention to this mass of infantry stood in this negative cover. They're holding the line, and one Lehman Russ is about to go down. Down over here we are seeing some icicle stuff coming from the Lehman Russ Executioner as the man himself smashes his way through Infernus and slices down one unfortunate chap who couldn't quite get away from him. Mighty fine stuff indeed. Here comes a Wolf Priest, showing no fear, turning his back on him, rather than going into bonk the Doomhammer with his Crozius. There we go. Been missing, but thought was there. Yeah, just combat animation's not quite doing it for us today, are they? Anton Volkov back online. I absolutely love this model as well. Very good stuff. Terminator Wolf Priest in the ranks, taking a full Doom Cannon to the face. There's got a little bit of a fire exchange going on between these two Russes. But Lehman himself just ignoring the combat and thinking, right, there's a Firstborn base here and I don't want it here anymore. Get it gone. I don't consent. Gradually, over a long period of time, the Doomhammer has gone down. Lord Marshal, Graf himself, putting in that graft, but how much else could you do? Do you have much more money spent? You could have bought more stuff. Well, I suppose they'd have the Doomhammer and they'd have loads of other stuff on the go, so... Not exactly like they weren't spending the money on good stuff. Just maybe they could have spent it on more. But then again, like I say, the tactics were just basically throw shit into the middle and see what stands. And very entertaining, all the same. So like I say, boys and girls, we're making magic here, we're making dreams come true. If you've got anything you want to see, just apparently say it. Apparently it turns up. Wasn't even sent this game in, just found it. Just searching through the Dawn of War replay website. So if you've got any weird or unusual, unseen or unpopular matchups that you want to see, or just expressing well wishes upon the world, I don't know, who do you want to win the Euros this year? Is it England? And if not, then why? Why are you wrong? I don't know anything about football. All I know is that it's coming home. That's what the England football song says. And it's never been wrong before. Well, fires happen on the Grey Slayers. These guys standing on the edge. They've got their AK-47s, but against the sheer amount of flame that's going on, good lord. 4 souls. Last of Lehman Russes go down. And Space Wolves hold up. How? Why? Sacrifice themselves on the altar of success, I assume, maybe. Or way just, I don't know, clearing up some squad cap for other people. Either way, very unceremonious. Very unceremonious end for the Space Wolves. But you know what? Someone's going to die for the Emperor, and if it's not them, then who? So thank you so much, boys and girls, for watching at home for this very unusual cast. And if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there is also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As for Miss Landshark, pleasure's always never short. Now, I'll see you in a bit. Peace.